Welcome to Stage 8 of the Tour de France 2016. 198 riders started Stage 8 in Pau. Matteo Ladagnus of FDJ tried to go away before passing by his house after 15 kilometers of racing, but the pace was way too high. 51 kilometers were covered in the first hour of racing. Many skirmishes took place, but no real breakaway took shape before Mikel Cherel of AG2R and Danny Navarro of Cofidis rode away at 59 kilometers. 13 riders gathered at the front before the intermediate sprint, which was won at 67 kilometers by Michael Matthews of Orica Bike Exchange at the bottom of the Tourmalet. Wout Poels of Sky, Jesus Herrera of Movistar, Luis Leon Sanchez of Astana, Jasper Stuyven, Trek Segafredo, Steph Clement of I'm Cycling, Dylan Van Baarle of Cannondale, Tom de Moulin of Giant, Paul Voss of Bora, and Ilo Zarin Katusha and Roman Sicard of Direct Energy, together with Navarro, Cherel and Matthews, gathered at the front. Thibaut Pinot attacked from the main peloton on the intermediary sprint line as he anticipated the ascent to the Tourmalet. The Frenchman was accompanied by Rafa Maika and briefly by Arnold Jennison of Cofidis, who was overtaken by Tony Martin of Ethics Quickstep. The German rejoined Pinot and Maika 6 kilometers before the top of the Tourmalet, but he struggled in the last kilometers but made it back on the downhill after Pinot crested the legendary climb in first position and therefore cashed in the €5,000 prize for the Souvenir de Jacques for the first over the highest climb of the Tour. From the top of the Tourmalet, it was 2 minutes 20 to Team Sky, and they brought the difference down to 1 minute 10 at La Roquette de Anzion with 64 kilometers to go. 6 kilometers before the top of Val Louron, Pinot and Martin were reeled in, and so was Maika just 1 kilometer further on. Pinot immediately dropped off the back of the main peloton and struggled to make it back, losing a little bit of time as the race wound on. At the summit of the Val Louron, Team Sky denied Rafa Maika the possibility to catch an extra 10 points for the King of the Mountains competition. However, the pole was already in the polka dot jersey in 2014 and took the lead now with 1 point ahead of Thibaut Pinot. The front group was made of 33 riders, but was reduced to 14 in the last kilometer of the ascent to the Col de Parasol after several attacks by Romain Bardet and Sergio Henao. Even more surprisingly, Chris Froome attacked right at the top of the last hill to make a gap for himself in the downhill. With 5 kilometers to go, his descending like a stone had earned him 25 seconds over the Quintara group, while Alberto Contador was more than a minute further back. Froome soloed to victory in the stage and at the same time took the overall leader's yellow jersey. We'll have to see what that effort has cost Froome in terms of energy ahead of the Queen stage of this year's Tour de France, being Stage 9, the final stage of the Pyrenees, which runs into a horse category mountaintop finish in Andorra. That brings me to the end of today's report on Stage 8 of the 2016 Tour de France. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and post any comments, questions, criticisms you have in the comment section down below. And last but by no means least, remember, stay carved up for the win, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.
Coach Ever.